with Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan and a lot of contradicting reports. Like, for me now, it's gotten to the point where it's just hilarious. Like, a week ago, like the week after the Rumble, they were saying it's Bryan and Sheamus at WrestleMania. Next week, it's Bryan and Ziggler at WrestleMania. Next week, Bryan and Lesnar at WrestleMania. Like, I don't know what to believe at this point in time, which is maybe a good thing because it's completely unpredictable. I still think that Roman Reigns wins at Fastlane. We'll talk about that next week, but I still think he wins. Maybe after last night, we really have no idea because last night, both guys were teasing tension, and it's not even that Roman Reigns did anything heelish. It was just more that the fans sided with Daniel Bryan, which shouldn't come as any surprise because they've always been siding with Daniel Bryan. He's not getting 100% booze, Roman Reigns is, but they are siding. They are siding with Daniel Bryan, and I don't know where they're going with this. In that they had to expect that Roman Reigns was going to get booed in the face of Daniel Bryan if they were going to do this match at Fastlane, okay? So if they do this and then have Reigns win...
He's going to get booed even more.
Exactly. They're not going to get more... He's not going to get more fan support and working with a fan favorite. And even if Daniel Bryan did endorse Roman Reigns, like I've talked about before, I still don't think he'd be at the point of being over where he should be going into the main event of WrestleMania. So it's not the worst main event in the world, so I'll be fine with it if that's the case, if that's the direction. But right now, the whole road to WrestleMania is a complete
disaster.
It's a complete mess, exactly. So RJ, I'll start with you. Your thoughts on the whole the angle right now with Bryan Reigns. Where do you see it going?
I'm gonna start from the top. I don't hate Roman Reigns for winning the Royal Rumble. I feel like people are hating Roman Reigns for the wrong reasons. I think people are like, oh, I hate Roman Reigns to Royal Rumble. He got the opportunity, won it, but I think just the whole booking of that whole was just the same stuff as last year. I don't get how they did not know this.
It's not Roman Reigns. It's
not
booking.
Roman Reigns. It's the booking.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't hate Roman Reigns. I just hate how they booked him to go on.
Yeah.
Because I just don't think he's there. Well, we knew last night he's gonna go breed
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Right when I heard that, I erupted. I just don't think they were saying. I saw reports. They said that people are fearing that at WrestleMania the Lesnar and Reigns match could be as bad as the Lesnar and Goldberg match.
So I heard some comparisons to that. Yeah.
I think that I just think that they should have easily gone with Bryan. I don't know what they were thinking. Wait till next year for Roman Reigns. I don't think he's ready yet. Or if, like you said, wait till SummerSlam. Something that he's not ready yet. I don't think he should beat Lesnar, but it is what it is. I think, like you said, if he goes over on Bryan, people want to hate him even more because Bryan's so over. Then why would you have him beat Bryan? But I don't know. I hope it's Bryan and Lesnar. But then what do you do with Roman Reigns if he doesn't go on to WrestleMania?
Exactly. Why would you have Bryan win lose the Rumble?
I think it'd be more things for him. It's if he goes on and wins, then he goes to Lesnar, and then Bryan can face Ziggler or Sheamus. Like, there's plenty of guys for him to wrestle. If Reigns loses, then it's like, who's he going to wrestle? Because they're probably going to do Orton and Rollins, Ambrose, and whoever. Like, I feel like he's out of place if they don't have him win. I hope he doesn't win, but he probably will.
He probably will. So I won't be disappointed or shocked. I mean, I kind of see it coming. I think we all do at this point, so I'm not going to be completely pissed off about it. But I mentioned to John yesterday via text in a direction, and this is not my idea. I heard someone else say this, and that I think it would feel Russ, as John would say when I was talking to him, in that you have Reigns lose at Fastlane, and then you have him go heel on the road to WrestleMania, and because we need heels right now, and then you have him face Rock at WrestleMania, having him blame The Rock for what happened in the Rumble, saying you cost me my win or whatever else, because remember the Authority was saying the whole reason why we're here right now is because of The Rock and what his interference at the Rumble. So he blames The Rock, and we get into that match, but I feel like you need more build behind that. And this year, there's only 5 weeks to build a Mania, because we have Fastlane, and WrestleMania this year is 1 week earlier, so it's not 6, it's 5 weeks. Doesn't make a big difference, but still, I feel like that'd be rushed. But that's something that you can do with the guy. That's a backup plan.
Now that you said that, it actually sounds good, because like people are like, we'll wait for Reigns and Rock to do another year. Like, you need to get Rock. Rock's time's limited.
It's very limited.
And if you're gonna do the Shield at next year's WrestleMania, then it's another year for The Rock to. I think that's actually a good idea. That, like I said, that could be their whole thing. He loses to Daniel Bryan, comes on the next night on Raw. I should go to WrestleMania. Rock, get out here. I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, you ruined my. Then they and then they have Rock put over Reigns at WrestleMania.
Exactly. Because we were talking about with John yesterday, you need top heels, and that you can get Roman Reigns as a heel, but you cannot turn Seth Rollins right now.
No, you cannot turn Seth Rollins babyface right now.
He will be a babyface at some point. The guy is amazing.
He'll come babyface just over the work he has done.
Exactly.
Like, people were cheering him after Royal Rumble, just because how good of a match he had.
Exactly. And more so they were cheering Brock Lesnar in that matchup, I think, more than Seth Rollins.
I need to watch that match. I watched it again on Raw, and I have to watch it again. I was so shocked. I thought he had it.
Phenomenal match.
I thought he was going to hit him with the curb stomp.
Oh, that ending, though. I watched it back, and I was marking out. It was so awesome. The 2 briefcase, the curb stomp, and then an F5. Out of nowhere. The camera work there was top tier.
I love how Rollins brings up he broke Lesnar's ribs. I don't know if that's true, but he always says it.
Yeah, that was funny. But, there's so many directions they could take with this whole angle. I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out. So, Arden, my question to you, what are your thoughts on this whole Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan debacle right now, or debacle? What are your thoughts in this going on right now with Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan going into Fastlane? Who do you see going over?
To be honest with you, when I was watching Reigns last night, and I really got to thinking, and to be completely honest, I feel like if you really want to save Roman Reigns, if you really want to save his potential, you have to cut out the clean babyface stuff. It's over. Like, he's not going to get over. And 2, if you're somebody who feels, well, maybe he could go over, then ask yourself this. How can he go over when, for one, he's now going to be in a month-long program with the biggest face in the WWE, Dan Ryan? And 2, here was something, there's actually a guy, it's funny, it's a favorite restaurant I go to where I live in my place called Chicago Unos, right? Mm-hmm. And there's this waiter there. His name is Dwayne. Shout out to him. And he's a huge wrestling fan. And every time I go, we get into these long conversations. And he talked about Brock, and he was like, here's the deal. He's like, with them doing what they did with Brock in terms of, like, remember before the Royal Rumble, him calling out Seth Rollins, and he looked like a fighting champion? He was like, even though it was awesome in the moment, he was like, down the line, that could actually be bad for Reigns because people didn't like Lesnar. Because it's like, oh, you didn't defend the belt. You know, of course, you're this quote-unquote heel. But then when you have Lesnar come back and he's like this badass champion, and then you combine it with the fact that he had a great match, people are going to get behind Lesnar now, especially when you think about it, okay, especially if it's against Reigns, because people, half and half, whatever percentage, they don't really support Reigns like that. So for me, I would have Reigns either go full out heel or be a 50-50. And there was actually a report that I read last night by, I think, the Wrestling News Observer, or David Meltzer, if you ever heard of him. He's like the top insider.
Yeah.
They said Vince McMahon changed his mind about the main event.
Yeah.
It seems as if Daniel Bryan won't be in the main event. And I think if that's the case, then I think you have to do it, you know? Mm-hmm. Because I feel like the only way you can do Reigns-Lesnar, it can't be with Reigns as the face. I think what I would do if that was the case, I would have Lesnar kind of be a face somewhat and have Reigns go on and be the heel, because you could do something where Reigns is trying to go over, get respect, you could try to earn it, and maybe you could make Reigns look like Lesnar back in 2002, while Lesnar is the fighting champion, somebody who's trying to command that respect. But that's just how I feel about it.